In the A to Z of refurbs, and we're on to H. I'm going to briefly touch on health and safety. It's a massive, massive topic, which a short live video is not going to do justice. But the key message is that the property owner is ultimately responsible for the health and safety on site. It's your responsibility. You can make somebody accountable, but ultimately it'll come back to you. So there are a whole raft of things you need to consider, from construction and design, CDM regulations, uh, which are on the Health and Safety Executive website and numerous other places. There is things to consider like welfare. So for the teams that you've got working, so provision of toilets, hot running water, what can they do during breaks? Where can they get heat some food up? That kind of thing. Building regulations. So you can appoint someone who can sign off your building regs on a approved scheme. There's loads of those on the government website. You can find people that can do that for you. It doesn't have to be the local council inspector. But building regs cover anything from a new boiler to retiling a roof to replastering a substantial part of your house. Um, so anything to do with kind of updating, heating, ventilation, anything thermal, so changing a window, a door, that's all covered. But the things that possibly a new owner might not know about are things like scaffolding. So if it's needs to have a permit, particularly especially if it's on a public highway or on a footpath, and then making sure that that's safe and protected for people walking around and walking past. Skips, if they're on not on private property, they need to have a permit, and there's loads of regulations about where they can be in relation to a junction and things like that. And also, you're accountable for making sure nothing is escaping from that skip. And there are things that can't go in a skip, like paint and asbestos and tires. Um, Check your builder has got public liability insurance. Ask to see a copy. Um, Plumbers, are they gas safe registered? Electricians, are they NIC EIC compliant? And are they part of the regulatory body? Um, and ultimately, any sort of risk, make sure you're communicating that with anybody that comes on site, because it's about their safety. So whether that's the chance of a collapsing wall, whether that's someone's dug a hole, so there's an excavation risk, someone falling in it, the risk of dust, asbestos, numerous things. So just do a site briefing every day, because every day something will have changed, something will have moved on. If you're about, ultimately, you're responsible for it. So don't pass the buck, don't cut any corners. Let's make sure everybody gets home safe, and don't take any chances with anybody's health or safety. Cheers.